For example, we define diabetes arbitrarily as a blood glucose of 124 measured twice, fasting blood sugar, or an A1C, we're now more contemporary, an A1C of 6.4. And a hemoglobin A1C is basically a reflection of what your average blood sugar was over the last 100 days. Okay, so 6.4 is diabetes. That's just an arbitrary number. I don't want you to be at 5.9. I don't want you to be at 5.7, because the research shows when you're at 5.5, you live the longest and you get the least cognitive decline. So if you're worried about living longer and being resilient, you should have an A1C of 5.5. That's what's normal. 5.5 is normal. 6.4 is not normal. I saw somebody yesterday who told me all his life he's been pretty good because his blood sugar was sort of, his doctor said occasionally that he needed to lose weight and exercise more because his A1C was 6.9, but it wasn't 7. And he was below 7 without any medication, so he didn't need to do anything. He thought 6.9 was okay because his doctor told him 6.9 was okay. That's where we are in America. We say disease is here and uncontrolled disease is here, and you're okay if you're one step below uncontrolled. Right. Wait a minute. That's not, and he came down with cancer. He came to see me because of cancer. Cancer loves high sugar. Right. Diabetes is a prerequisite for cancer. Folks with high sugar get more cancer. They get more diabetes. So when you say, what are the risk factors for viruses? They're the same risk factors as they are for diabetes, for cancer. So diabetes and high blood pressure are risk factors for dementia, for cancer, for heart disease, the illnesses we're dying from in our Western civilization.
Well, and one of our first conversations, what was so exciting about sitting down and talking with you is, because of my line of work, because of my habits, diet, exercise, relationships, and all that, I would often sit with a doctor for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes and they'd say, boy, you're doing great. I wish all my patients were like you. And with you, we sat down, we did a blood panel, and we looked at things. And one thing in particular that I think is easily explainable is my mom died from the rigors of dementia, Alzheimer's, poor executive function, and all that. And to look at one piece of this, of my blood panel, you said, Pete, your thyroid is functioning like this. I'm going to throw a number out there. It was 3.3. And conventional medicine would say, Pete, you're fine. But the conversation is not about being fine. The conversation is about what's optimal. So you said, listen, if executive function is important to you, I'm going to suggest we put you on a very low dose of levothyroxine. And I take 0.25 milligrams or micrograms or whatever they're called every day. And then we monitor my thyroid, and I'm at 2.2, somewhere in there. And